What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It has been a while since I've made a video, but we are back with in full throttle with so much going on recently. Today we have a lot of good games to talk about and a good quick recap for you guys just to get the videos back into the swing of things. And first off, we are going to talk about the Big Ten Conference Championship in men's college basketball between Michigan and Purdue. Purdue knocked off Michigan Wolverines, the number one team, the number one seed in the tournament, and now Purdue secured the number two seed in the NCAA tournament, and they found a way to really out edge the Michigan Wolverines in a final where we just saw them out physical them in the paint. Oscar Clough was getting good rebounds. Trey Kaufman Wren was going crazy as well in the paint. So I think that's what really can help the Purdue Boilermakers, excel in the NCAA tournament if they can just out physical their opponents, especially in the paint, because that efficient shooting from the 3 point line is there, and it was a tremendous performance from them. All props to them and on securing the number two seed for the NCAA tournament. Meanwhile, Michigan Wolverines, we can almost guarantee that they will put this loss behind them. Now, with March Madness on the horizon, this is the moment that a team like Michigan has been waiting for. It's the biggest moment of the year for them. Can they make the NCAA championship final? Can they win the title? Or will they come up short? A lot of things can happen in March Madness, and that's why they call it March Madness. And it's been an exciting time for sports. On to the next one. Our next recap, we have Arena Sabalenka defeats Elena Rybakina in the 2026 Indian Wells Women's Final. What a tremendous match it was. Sabalenka secured the title in the third set in a tiebreak where we saw that she was down match point. Rybakina was serving at 6-5 for the match, and we saw Sabalenka return a ball that was so tremendous that it was just painting the line. It went a cross court return, and it was able to keep her in the match at 6-6. She ended up breaking Rybakina again and made it 7-6, now giving her the opportunity to serve for the match, and she ended up securing that final point to secure the win. 8-6 tiebreak in the third set. And in the previous two sets, the first set saw Rybakina start off to a very strong start. She secured the first set in a 6-3 set win. And then in the second set, it just suddenly, that level dropped off. We saw Rybakina. She started like losing momentum a little bit. She was up 30 love serving at one point, and out of nowhere, Sabalenka won the next few points and ended up breaking Rybakina. And from that point on, it just seemed like Sabalenka had so much momentum for a long time. And at the moment, it just seems like this is going to be one of the most intense rivalries we've seen in women's tennis for a long time. And on to the next one. We currently have Jannik Sinner facing Daniil Medvedev in the men's final. We will recap that tomorrow as the match is taking place right now, which is another exciting blockbuster final, considering the new form that Medvedev has found starting off the year after a difficult 2025 season. So we will recap that match for you guys tomorrow. And on to the last one for today. We got the Dominican Republic facing the United States of America in the semifinals of the World Baseball Classic. It's been an exciting tournament at the World Baseball Classic, considering how exciting the Olympics were, the Winter Olympics, with both the men and women's hockey tournaments, as we saw the United States finally secure the illustrious gold medal for the first time since I believe it was 45, 46 years. Got to recap that. But for in over 40 years, they hadn't won a gold medal. No, actually, I'm pretty sure since 1982. So, yes, it was 44 years. So, overall, it was a tremendous performance, from the United States and the men and women's ice hockey United States team. But going back to the World Baseball Classic, I think coming out of the Olympics and with the World Baseball Classic taking place, I think a lot of international teams here in this tournament wanting to represent their countries with honor, with pride, and pure talent, all over the place. We see Dominican Republic with their amazing lineup led by, Fernando Tatis Jr., Manny Machado. We got, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., just an incredible lineup. Julio Rodriguez, and they have an incredible pitching rotation, starting off with Christopher Sanchez, who had an amazing performance on Friday night against South Korea to secure their spot in the semifinals against the United States. And the United States, there's been a lot of questions if they can really move through with just one all-star pitcher like Paul Skeens, who will be taking the mound tonight against the Dominican Republic, which, in my opinion, it's a much needed move from the United States since he is one of the most dominant pitchers in the world right now. He pitched a masterclass performance against Mexico just earlier this week. And overall, I think if the United States wants to win this game, they're going to need to capitalize as much as they can while Paul Skeens is out there on the mound, because guarantee that Paul Skeens will keep the game close for as long as he can and buy the United States some time to drive in those runs and take a lead. Because I can almost guarantee the fact that even though the Dominican Republic has been insanely hot on the bats, but against Paul Skeens, that is something that would be a difficult task. So that is something we will have to look out for. But if Dominican Republic can find a way to score some runs while Paul Skeens is out there and kind of lean on the United States defense a little bit, it will definitely be a tough challenge for the United States to win this one, considering how dominant and all over the place the Dominican Republic have been in the World Baseball Classic. Overall, if I had to give a prediction for this one, I'm going to go with the Dominican Republic. One of the key factors, too, that I will bring up is because the game is being played in Miami at the Miami Marlins Stadium ballpark. And I think what's crucial about this is because, Dominican Republic, they've gotten comfortable. They haven't had to move around. They haven't had to travel a little bit. They've been playing there the whole tournament. So they've gotten comfortable with the field, with the atmosphere. They have a lot of fans down there in Miami, and it's going to be an incredible atmosphere for both sides, both fans of the United States and the Dominican Republic. But I'm pretty sure I expect a Dominican Republic win. But at the same time, it's going to be a close game. It can go either way. So it's going to be an exciting one. Also, at the moment, we have Selection Sunday for March Madness, which is taking place right now. Tomorrow, we will recap who is facing who in the first round of March Madness, who just made it, and who will be playing in the first four starting on Tuesday, I believe. So that will be something exciting to look forward to, with March Madness starting on later this Thursday, and the Miami Open starting this week as well for both ATP and the WTA tours in tennis, which will be both 1,000 tournaments for both tours. Overall, that is all we got for today's recap. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and it's good to be back on the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy.